I'm over here minding my business. Bitch, gaming. What? So, yes, it's true. That's why I went ahead and I just reposted it on my story, okay? Y'all can check out Tea with Tia. Now, I already hit y'all up earlier, and I told y'all if y'all was on Station Head. But for anybody that didn't hear it on Station Head, so you be on Instagram, so let me tell you what happened. So, a new court date got added to TOREY shit. And so, the new court date is for this Tuesday, January the 10th. Y'all know he's supposed to be sentenced on the 27th of the month, okay? Now, get into it. What the fuck is the court date about? Oh, well, bitch. The court code listed was 132. Court code 132 deals with what? It deals with falsified or altered evidence or witness testimony. What am I willing to bet this has to do with? I am willing to guarantee that this has to do with Sean Kelly. But I could be wrong. And it could have something to do with actual evidence or another witness. But I personally think that it would have everything to do with Sean Kelly. Remember accusations of Sean Kelly being pulled to the side and people going to meet up with Sean Kelly. Do y'all remember that? Okay. So I would be willing to bet that it has to do with Sean Kelly. But I don't have to be right. It could be something completely different. That's just me taking an educated guess. So the new court date is set for January 10th. The court code listed was 132, which speaks to falsified or altered evidence or witness testimony. RM was also added to it at the end of his case number. What does that mean? That means reduced to misdemeanor. So that means that all three of those felony charges are eligible to be reduced to a misdemeanor. We all on the same page? So he was convicted on all three felonies, and he faces up to 22 years in prison. The scheduling date for him to be sentenced is January 27th, and then his team will appeal that whole situation. But if he goes to court and they reduce these charges, that will significantly, obviously, alter the outcome, prison time included. And if they have evidence and they can prove that a witness was tampered with, then bitch, that just opens the door for a whole bunch of other shit. Because if you set up and y'all tamper with a witness and this case didn't go the way it was supposed to go, and that's because of what the fuck y'all did, then bitch, we gotta throw this shit out. That cannot stand. Okay? So is everybody on the same page and y'all have an understanding of what's going on? I did go ahead and repost it so you can see it, but I did want to explain it to you because I know niggas don't be reading all the time. So is this something that is good news for TOREY? Absolutely, 100%. But maybe you need a white bitch to tell you that so you can listen. I don't know. But yes, it's good news for him because the fact that it's even something that they can pull up, the fact that it's even being entertained, bitch, the fact that it's even on the table. And I would hope that they wouldn't waste time by sitting up and, doing a 132 and saying, well, hey, bitch, I feel like this shit was fucked with for nothing. The claim was made. Carol, I'm about to call you right now. And don't forget that one of his brothers was all on Twitter talking about good news is coming. So, bitch, listen. God don't sleep. God don't blink. And if you don't know who Sean Kelly is, his name is spelled incorrectly as well, S-E-A-N. If you don't know who that is by this point, get the fuck up off my live. This ain't the live for you. Come back on the next one. Shout out to Tea with Tia. They went and got the screenshots so y'all can see it. It is up there. Y'all can go click the link in my bio, bitch, or click the post and go look at it. So, yes, it is good news. As soon as there's an update, of course, I'll tell you. What else? And I'm gonna explain this one more time and then we're gonna get out of here, okay? So you've been hearing some whispers about an update in the TOREY case. This is the update. A new court date has been set for January the 10th. That would be this Tuesday. The court code listed on the paperwork was court code 132. Do you play The Sims on PC? Absolutely. There's no other way to play it. The court code listed was 132. What the fuck does that mean? Court code 132 is listed as speaking to falsified or altered evidence or witness testimony. I am taking an educated guess and thinking and feeling like, you know what? Sean Kelly, there were accusations that Sean Kelly was pulled to the side the accusations that there was a meetup. I'm willing to bet that that's what the hell it's about. But I don't have to be correct, and that's just me taking a guess. So I don't know what they have and what they will want to present. But I know that there was a lot of chitter chatter around Sean Kelly and what may have taken place with Sean Kelly. The way that Sean Kelly was behaving, the way that he changed his story, just a lot of things about Sean Kelly. And, you know, he was very pivotal in the case. So, but once again, that doesn't have to be a fact. I don't know. That's just my guess. So, RM was also added to the end of his case number. RM, literally the letters RM, means reduced to a misdemeanor. What does that mean? That means that all 3 of those felony charges that he was convicted of, they have the option to be eligible for a reduction. Tia posted the receipts, and y'all can go look at the receipts, okay? We know y'all like to look at the facts. Go look at it. But that's what's going on right now. So if they find evidence that, okay, well, this shit was tampered with, that changes the whole dynamic of the case and the situation and the outcome. Even if they throw that out, if it gets reduced to a misdemeanor, if all those charges get reduced to misdemeanors, bitch, that's obviously a positive thing, and that changes everything about the sentencing and the time that he'll be facing and all of that kind of shit. Okay? So these are very important, you know, issues that have been raised. So this is something that would be in favor of Tory. Okay? So that's the update today. They said, I think that the falsified evidence is about those missing bullet fragments. Well, hey, best friend. Well, let's talk about it. Y'all lost the bullet fragments. So were they ever there? Because word on the street, and this is just word on the street, because, bitch, you know I be on the streets. The people are saying that there was a window kicked out. They said, this is speculation, but you know they take everything and throw it in a fucking article and say it's misinformation. But, word on the street is when baby girl wanted to get out the car, she kicked the window on some let me out shit. So the possibility of glass and in tinted windows, there are metallic fragments. Okay? And the fact that they cannot present bullet fragments to you should be something that you look at sideways. No one has shown you bullet fragments. And the biggest the biggest area, like where she was affected, was 4 centimeters. Never did they ever show you a bullet. Talk about it. And the doctor said metallic fragments. Do you know that metallic fragments and bits can't really be identified because it's a whole bunch of fuck shit? Like, did you know that? They can tell you like the properties of it, which is why we come back to metallic fragments. But in terms of trying to break down exactly like what the fuck that is, so it's a lot of fugazi shit going on around this bitch. A lot of fugazi shit. They said misdemeanor charges takes deportation off of the table. Ooh. Get into it. Get into it. So like I said, if any of these things are granted, it changes the whole scope of the situation.